everyone, my name is Sarafi and I'm happy to meet you all, and today we're going to be playing Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. I talked about this deck when it first got leaked in Duel Links, and I finally put it together and have played it. Played it on stream for 3 hours. The VOD is up. You guys can watch the VOD if you want to. We had some really good back and forth games. Thank you very much to Haphazard Prism for donating 10 Canadian on that stream. Thank you very much to all my subscribers and all my members. If you like the video, please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you'd like to become a member and support me, then feel free to do so. Memberships are enabled again. I really don't like asking that. As you guys have probably noticed, this is probably the second time I've ever done that on this channel. But, you know, things have not been going well lately, so if you want to support me in whatever way you can, let me know. Anyway, the skill is called Assault Star Acceleration. You can only use the skill's second and third effects once per duel. You can normal summon one monster that mentions Assault Mode activate in addition to your normal summoner set, and can activate Assault Mode activate from your hand during your turn. But you cannot synchro summon level 9 or higher synchro monsters other than dragon monsters. That is a really cool effect. This allows you to activate AMA from your hand for some reason. So what you can do if you go second is you can play your Stardust, beat over something, and then AMA from your hand and tribute it to summon Assault Mode to attack directly for an extra 3k, which can get you some cheeky lethals. That's actually the reason why AMA was a trap card to begin with, was specifically to avoid that interaction. So it's actually kind of surprising that they let us get around that. The restriction basically means nothing. You can still link summon. You can still Xyz summon. And as far as level 9 or higher synchro monsters that aren't dragons, basically the only one we would ever want to summon is Stardust Warrior, because every other high-level synchro that's currently in the game is a dragon. So, this is basically no restriction at all. Reveal one AMA or one card that mentions it in your hand, then shuffle up to 2 cards from your hand into your deck, then draw the same number of cards. This is a fantastic skill. First of all, let's make sure that you can actually summon Stardust Dragon Assault Mode from your deck with Assault Mode activate, because if you open Assault Mode, you can just shuffle it back. It also lets you draw random cards. So instead of having a skill that searches something for you, it lets you just draw cards, which if you've played Master Duel or you've played the TCG, you know that generic draw is really good specifically for not searchable trap cards, which is why we're playing a bunch of not searchable trap cards. And guess what? They work really well when you draw them with the skill. If only your opponent controls a monster, play one Stardust Dragon or one Junk Archer from your extra deck face down. Its battle position can be changed. Cool. So Stardust Dragon, that means that if you are for some reason unable to use your Assault Mode cards, like I had to make Stardust because my opponent played Sanafon the Sky Prison against me. So Sanafon prevents me from special summoning from the graveyard, which is part of how you do the Assault Mode combo. So instead I had to just play Stardust and then tribute it so that I could play AMA. Junk Archer is really good because it lets you banish one of your opponent's monsters, so that can help you just set up for an easy lethal. It does target, so you can't use it on cards that can't be targeted, but it's a pretty good card for free. Okay, for the main deck, we are playing one copy of Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. This is a level 10 Wind Dragon monster with 3,000 attack points and 2,500 defense points. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned with Assault Mode activate. Cannot be special summoned by other ways except by its own effect. When a card or effect is activated as a quick effect, you contribute this card, negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. During the end phase, if this effect was activated, this turn and was not negated, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. When this card on the field is destroyed, you can target one Stardust Dragon in your graveyard and special summon it. That misses timing, but otherwise this is a really good card. Now, some people are probably going to mention, Sarafi, why are you playing this version of the deck instead of Red Dragon Archfiend? 3 reasons. Number 1, this is a new account. I built this account specifically so I could play Chimera, because I know people want to see me play Chimera when it comes out. So I am trying to use as few gems as possible. I built this deck basically in one sitting, and now I can just start accumulating gems for the next box. I don't have to go into the Red Dragon Archfiend box. Number 2, Because we are not playing Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, we can play limit 1 cards, and that includes our Mirror Force. And number 3, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss does not work on hand traps, and it also does not destroy the card that it negates. So Stardust Dragon Assault Mode's Omni is better than Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss's Omni. Do not get it twisted. That is absolutely correct. Also, for some reason, the Red Dragon Archfiend decks do not play Assault Counter. This is literally like the strongest card in the game. If you read this card text, this is literally the best card that is in Duel Links, period. So the fact that you have a skill that allows you to play this at 3 and you don't is very weird to me. I do not know why people are not playing this at 3. I assume it is just because, like, you look at tournaments and the tournament players aren't playing it at 3, and then you're like, oh, well, I'll just net deck. This card is insane, and it's a rare. It's the strongest card in the game, and it's a rare. And you can play it at 3, and there's no restrictions on it. So yes, you should absolutely play this card. Okay. Alright. Assault Sentinel. Assault Sentinel is a level 4 Beast Warrior with 1600 attack points and 800 defense points. You can tribute this card, special summon 1 monster from your hand or deck that specifically lists Assault Mode activated in its text except Assault Sentinel. Also, you cannot special summon for the extra deck for the rest of the turn except Synchro monsters. You can target 1 face-up monster you control, reveal 1 Synchro in your extra deck. If you do, the targeted monster's type and attribute become the same as the revealed monsters until the end of the turn. You can only use each effective Assault Sentinel once per turn. Card's great. So we have 6 starters with the 3 Assault Sentinels and the 3 Cyber Reflectors. You could play Fire Formation tanky as well, and if you wanted to do that, you would cut like 2 Assault Beasts and 1 AMA. So you play AMA at 2, Assault Beast at 1, and then play 3 tankies. That would make the deck better. So if you want to make this deck better than what it currently is, play Assault Beast at 1, play Assault Mode activated at 2, and play 3 copies of Fire Formation tanky. Good card. We tribute it to summon Psy Reflector. Psy Reflector is a level 1 Psychic Tuner monster. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Assault Mode activate or 1 card that specifically lists Assault Mode activate in its text from your deck to your hand, except Psy Reflector. You can reveal 1 Assault Mode activate in your hand, then target a monster in your graveyard that specifically lists Assault Mode activate in its text, except Psy Reflector, special summon it, and if you do, increase its level by 1 to 4. You can only use each effect once per turn. So this is a 1-card combo. We normal summon Psy Reflector, we use its effect, we draw Assault Beast, discard Assault Beast to add AMA from our deck to our hand. Psy Reflector, reveal Assault Mode activate, special summon Assault Beast, raise its level by 3 to 7, synchro into our Stardust Dragon, then we play Assault Mode activate from our hand, and we summon our Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. Boom. Easy game. Assault Beast. You can discard this card to add 1 Assault Mode activate from your deck to their hand. This is not once per turn. Really good card, and should be just fine. Mirror Force. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. Fantastic card. No one plays around it. Fiendish Chain. Activate this card by targeting 1 effect monster on the field, negate its effects while it is on the field. Also, that face-up monster cannot attack. When it is destroyed, destroy this card. This card is very useful, and it is in the Stardust Assault Mode box, so you will get 3 copies of it for the same 7,500 gems that you spend to get the rest of this deck. So why not play it? It's excellent. You can use it more than once per turn, and it allows you to not only negate, but also prevent a monster from attacking. The only problem is that Utopia kind of likes to rank up over cards. So if you target like a low rank Utopia monster and your opponent has a rank up magic spell, then you might kind of be wasting the Fiendish Chain, but you'll still be negating a monster effect. So it still ends up working out pretty well, in my opinion. Assault Mode activate. Tribute 1 Synchro monster. Special summon 1 Assault Mode monster from your deck whose name includes the tributed monster's name from your deck in attack position. Okay, so you definitely want to play this at least 2, because you can just shuffle it back if you need to, even though we're only playing 1 copy of the Assault Mode monster. Now, it's questionable about that as well, whether you want to play Stardust Dragon Assault Mode at 2 or not. I'm leaning towards not. Yes, you can technically summon 2 of it if you go second, but Stardust Dragon is honestly not that bad of a card anyway, and Junk Archer is often the better summon from the skill anyway, so it's unlikely that you would have the opportunity. So I feel like 1 is just fine. Assault Counter. Activate only when you control an Assault Mode monster. Negate the activation of a spell card, a trap card, or an effect monster's effect, and destroy it. Not once per turn. This is a counter trap card, which means your opponent cannot respond to it. It is an Omni Negate, which is the best type of interaction. And you can play it at 3, and it cannot be, it can be more than once per turn. This is literally like one of the strongest cards ever. And the only thing that holds it back is that Assault Mode is terrible. but the skill makes Assault Mode good, and the skill, for some reason, also lets you trade extra consistency cards in your hand to just draw random cards from your deck. So you end up with more back row in your hand than you did before. So even if you only have 2 of these and then Assault Mode, that's 3 Omnis, and your opponent has 5 cards in their hand. You will almost certainly win if you have 3 copies of Assault Counter in your deck. And it's a rare, like I said, it's a fantastic card. Play it at 3. Now for the extra deck, we are playing Red Dragon Archfiend just so we can destroy monsters that are in defense position, which is really nice. 2 copies of Stardust Dragon, 1 for the skill and 1 if we need to summon it normally. And then Junk Archer. We don't have any other cards in the extra deck. If you wanted to put cards in the extra deck, probably... oh, what would you play? IP Masquerena, Nightmare Unicorn, Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. I guess maybe Dengirsu. Like you just don't need the rest of your extra deck. Like to be honest, just use these 4 cards. It's fine. All right. Anyway, that is the deck. Now let's take a look at the replay. All right, we are going second against Utopia. The opponent uses their skill, returns a card to reveal Astraltopia and rank up. He adds 2 cards from his deck to his hand. Arm Sage and Vanish Sage. Normal summon Vanish Sage. Use the skill. Return it to the deck. Play Utopia. Rank it up into the Chaos Utopia Ray. Then play Numeron Force. Now I assumed that he was going to make Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray, but he made Victory instead. It is true that if he had Victory, he would have had a Negate, but I don't think that that would have actually affected the board that much. So he equips it with Tornado Bringer. Here's the thing: if he had played Leo Utopia Ray here, I would have simply played Junk Archer with the skill instead of Stardust Dragon. And then when he negated my Psy Reflector, I could have just used Psy Reflector with Junk Archer to make Stardust Dragon. That's part of the reason why the skill gives you Junk Archer. So, like I said, I don't think that this would have actually impacted the game all that much. Alright, normal summon Psy Reflector, draw, Assault Mode activates. We activate Assault Mode activate now, and we're going to just tribute the Stardust we already have. Psy Reflector, bring back the Assault Beast that we just discarded to make another Stardust Dragon. Activate the skill, shuffle 2 cards back. Alright, we got a second Assault Counter, which is excellent. We're going to set 1 card face down because we get an additional normal summon and we pass to our opponent. They're going to summon Gokugok Giant, and then they'll use their skill, return Giant to the deck to add another, or to turn their existing card in hand into Numeron Force. Get another Utopia and rank it up. Now, Numeron Force negates the effects of all other face-up cards on the field. We are going to activate Assault Counter so that we can negate the Numeron Force because we don't want Stardust Dragon Assault Mode to be negated. Alright, he's going to trade into the Stardust Dragon with the Utopia. Then he attacks with Utopia Ray Victory. Now, when he attacks with Utopia Ray Victory, I can't activate spells or traps until the end of the damage step, so I can't use Assault Counter. But he's going to use the effect to detach 1 material to negate my monster's effects and give his monster attack points equal to my monster's attack points. We respond, we tribute, we negate his effect and destroy it, and he concedes. There you go. So, even against dangerous decks that have the ability to protect their cards from being targeted or getting free monsters on the field with their skills, we can respond to that with our multiple Omni Negates to interrupt our opponent and destroy them. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Srafi, and I was thrilled to have all of you with me.